Hi YouTube, my name is Aurel, and I'm going to share my story and the road to 1 million with you. I will tell you about projects I do, decisions I take, and give you a peek behind the curtains to see how it's like to start as an entrepreneur from the side of the beginner rather than the side of the millionaire. Most of the times, we see and hear about people that already made it and that are already successful, and we learn from them and they tell us how they did it and what it takes. We rarely hear of people who are just starting and sticking around long enough for us to see what actually happens and if it actually works. I will try to take on this role and give you the perspective of a guy who's just starting, and we'll see where it takes me. So let's see where it all started. My journey started years ago as a gamer. Like most of us gamers, my first addiction was MapleStory, which I played for countless hours, and then I was introduced to World of Warcraft, which consumed another 5,000 hours of my time. After that, the Flame and Salt Machine, League of Legends, also consumed a bunch of lifetime. And then shooting became the new thing, so I played Overwatch and PUBG also for quite some time. And I also played some Steam games, like Dead by Daylight, Outlast 1, Outlast 2, Amnesia 1.
2 hours later.
So totally I spent over 700 days playing games. And then I got my college degree at software engineering, and I've been programming for over 5 years now. I've worked for 3 different companies since 2018, and during COVID I understood that I want to do something else. I didn't want to keep working for companies, I want to do something for myself. I want to improve myself, so I started doing yoga and meditation and reading books about personal development, self love, sales, and basically whatever was recommended. I started saving money and investing it in the stock market, and I still hold most of the positions. During my first job, I also learned to program in Kotlin and write Android applications, and I started my first project with Kotlin, which was started as just a project that I did for my dad, and it became big enough that I wanted to sell it. But I had some permission issues with the Play Store, so I couldn't upload it and let people use it, so I just scrapped it and moved on. And by then, I decided that it's time for me to quit my job. Since then, I've been working way more than I did before. I've worked hard to improve my Unity skills and create my first mobile game, which will be released in the near future. I'm also working on a cross-platform application for chess clubs. I cannot reveal what it does right now, but I will soon. In addition to that, I'm also doing some freelance work to give myself more time and more opportunities. And of course, I'm working on creating these videos. This video took me like 10 hours to make. I take these projects as a part of a philosophy from MJ DeMarco's book, Unscripted. MJ DeMarco said in his book, "Life is a gumball machine. It has white, orange, red, and golden gumballs. Each time you insert a coin, you get a ball. Most are whites, a few oranges and reds, and 1 or 2 are golden balls. Whites are ventures that you try to make work, but don't yield any adequate feedback or result. Reds are ventures that generate negative feedback, according to which you can either improve the product or count it as a failed idea. Oranges symbolize positive feedback. Your business starts to generate income, people like your product, but it's not a massive success. Golden gumballs are the jackpots, a product that masses and masses of people are responding to and use. The more coins you put into the machine, the greater the chance of success. Keep doing it long enough and you'll get a lot of white ones, some red, some oranges, and eventually, at a completely random moment, you'll get a golden one." Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter and Square, once tweeted, "Success is never accidental." A journalist named Alexis Madrigal responded, "Success is never accidental," said all multimillionaire white man. I'm going to test that. I didn't come from money. I wasn't the smartest kid in school, nor did I go to a fancy college. I have saved up enough money that should, in theory, be enough for 2 years with no income. That's how I'm going to start my journey. And that concludes my first video. As you can see by my facial hair, it took me some time. I hope you found it interesting enough to stick around and join me in my journey. And if you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you have any comment or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Thanks.